Okay, this one's actually for Vic, because you said you couldn't get stumped. I asked my dad, who's a big TOS fan.
Oh, damn it!
Who played Harvey Mudd?
Roger Carmel! Boom! Oh my gosh! Get your dad on the phone right now.
Where's the football? You should just spike it after that.
Where is it? Facial! What's his name? What's his name?
Hey, here's Vic.
You're gonna get pwned.
Hey, Ed. First of all, I want to say thank you for contributing to our game. And the answer is Roger Carmel.
Boom!
In your face! In the face!
Oh, wait! I've got one for your dad. Ask him what are the names of the 2 episodes that Mudd appears in.
What is the 2 episodes that Harvey Mudd appears in?
Mudd's Women and I Mudd. And what is his full proper name? Hardcore Fenton Mudd.
Mother of God, you're all over this.
I like her. Okay.
Hi, Mel.
Let's see. Did you? Is it your turn?
No, they're doing this thing, so. You can go to the bathroom if you want to. Is that what you're saying? Oh, what's the name of Maury's song?
I don't know how to pronounce it exactly.
Like I'm gonna know how to pronounce it? Is there something on this screen? Oh. Unknown album. It's what? Did you speak Japanese?
Never.
Oh, well, come here. What does that say? What does that mean?
Oh, yeah.
Always tuna? Yeah, I don't know. Cool. Always, Always and forever. Vigorous gloves. You, Pat, pointing at your head, yes.
Yeah, what do you think about Ace's execution on One Piece?
No! I didn't know that.
Get out!
Go! That's really unfortunate.
I'm gonna ask you about that later. Hold on, I need to grieve. Alright, I'm good.
Okay, if you've already asked a question, don't raise your hand so we can make sure that people that haven't asked one get to ask one. Envy. Are you Envy? I can't tell.
G.I. Joe, right? I'm just kidding.
Do you guys read the mangas for the animes that you're in?
No.
No.
I can't read. Oh yeah, they usually write lines for the show, and I think you actually do the lines, but I just psychically suck out what they want to hear, you know? Like I know what Vic is thinking right now. Travis is awesome. Yeah, you're right, I am. It's pretty cool.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
No, just no time. No time. And you know what else? Here's another interesting thing you need to keep in mind. We make the anime. And you guys know better than anybody that the animes do not always follow the manga. So if you want to be confused, read the manga and then try to act in the anime. See, suddenly you've got the characters are sometimes different, their personalities, the stories are different, the relationships are sometimes different. So our job is to play the characters in the anime. So a lot of people would probably be rather confused if they spent too much time in the manga and then they go to record the anime. It's like, wait, this isn't right.
And sometimes simple things are really hard, like flipping the pages backwards. I know that sounds really easy, but I get confused. Because I'll flip it backwards and then I don't know if I'm supposed to start at the top or the bottom, and then I get all wonky wonk. Read Korean. I can't do that either.
Korean manga.
Oh good.
Goes the same way.
Your turn.
Korean's better. In the back with your hand like this.
When you guys get scripts for basically voiceover, do you guys have time for character development, or is it just pretty much spur of the moment?
Well, if it's an audition, they'll have a page that'll have a brief like synopsis or a description or basically their history, what their place is in the story. Because most of the time we won't know anything about the story unless we have time to go online, like Wikipedia or something, and try and get like a brief description. If we're just being called in for a part, like a 1-episode part or something that's got like a 3-episode arc, the director normally will be pretty good at explaining where he fits in, what the character wants, what he's all about. And I think you kind of troubleshoot it in like the first 5 or 10 minutes. You'll try out different voices, different sounds, bounce ideas back and forth, and then you come to some kind of a, creation.
Yeah, it's a combination of like what the director has in mind and ideas that you may bring to the table. So it's kind of a, it's kind of a joint effort coming up with a character and like what he should be like. And since we work on so many different things, it would be virtually impossible to be up on everything. And so we go in and we rely a great deal on the director to tell us, okay, here's what's going on, here's where your character is, this is kind of the feeling of this point in the story, and then you go. And if you, and one good thing about, Travis is a gifted voice actor, and Laura, and those of us that have done this for a long time, is one of the skills that it's good to have as a voice actor is to be able to look at something and immediately know what the emotion needs to be. To know, to read a quick little scene and to know exactly what you want to do with your lines. And it saves time for the studio, and they love that, because time is money. But that's something that's a skill involved in voice acting, is to know instinctively how the line, would be best delivered. How loud or soft, or how, what emotion is needed and how much of that emotion, and be able to rock through it, Let's see, is it my turn? Who is that?
Yeah, I know.
I'm psychic and I'm hearing voices.
You said that usually directors are pretty good about things like that. Give us a how we the worst story of where the people that you're working with, like the higher-ups, were just bad.
Where a director was bad at that?
Yeah.
I'll come in and
Not
suck.
the director, but it's like the staff and kind of people that you were working under.
Well, I work for the, I will tell you a quick story about it. Do you guys remember a show called Sayuki? You guys know Sayuki? Yeah. Well, I played this character named Kugaji, right? We had already done 30 or 40 episodes. We know our characters by now, right? So we're in there doing our thing. And we walked in one day, I came in to record it, and there was a new director. And I was like, oh, who's this? And he introduces himself, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to be taking over. And so we start recording, and suddenly he's like giving me direction. Like I would do my line, and he would go, yeah, good. Now try it louder. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that, but that's not the character. You know what I'm saying? He had no clue about the show. He didn't know anything about the show or the characters, and he was trying to kind of validate himself as the director. Like, well, what does the director do? He tells the actors what to do. So he was just making up stuff to tell us to do that had nothing to do with the characters. We knew the characters pretty well. So that was kind of an interesting kind of story. Hold on.
Yeah, I had a director once that was like, I don't really know what we're doing here, so we'll do it like 4 different ways. We'll just pick one. You didn't know sharks were blonde, did you?
The beaches stay open.
The beach.
All right, is it your turn?
Red shirt.
I love it, red shirts. You know what happens to them in Star Trek?
What? Do they die?
They get killed.
Kilts?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I want a kilt. It's like a mini skirt. What?
Can you and Vic do a rant against each other and Edward and Roy's voice?
I'm sorry, say again?
Do a rant against each other and Edward and Roy's voice?
No.
Again, ask me tomorrow after the concert.
I have a seizure right now.
We have an issue.
Oh gosh, call somebody with a con. Call medics.